time they were about to shoot it, they said they weren't going to give him another one. I think it cost them like $1.7 million. And if they
wait, so they actually blew up the helicopters?
Yeah, in that first Matrix in 1999, all of the stunts and in Reloaded, all of those are all real. The bikes, the cars, all
the buildings,
all of that's real.
The problem with like the
no, the buildings are CGI.
Yeah,
but
no. Some of the building materials that they were using, they actually had to like take them apart in one of the songs so they can like get back.
Some of them they actually blew up. Like they actually blew them up in the desert and then ported it in. A lot of that stuff, like especially in Reloaded. Reloaded is where if you watch the extended version of Reloaded, they show you they shut down the 101 like in LA to actually shoot that entire the highway scene.
Yeah, that was all real.
Whole highway scene. Yeah, all of it's real. The bikes, the cars, the trucks, all of it was real. They said that scene alone, I think, cost them like $20 million or something like that. It was crazy, but it's one of the most iconic scenes almost ever.
Today, all of it is just like this weird CG simulated slog.
Oh yeah, no. If you look at it today, it looks like so bad. But when it came out, it was so good.
You know, it's funny because that's what it really looks like. Even a car explosion in real life doesn't look as epic as in the movies. You know, like that's what it looks like.
Oh no, not even close. Not even close. It's actually like.
Hey, remember when that one fucking Islamic dude blew up a fucking car in like during the Christmas what was it, New Year's, yeah, he like had some fireworks and he blew up a car over there and like you saw that fucking shit going off of it. It's like that. It looks black, but there's not so much.
I mean, it depends on what type of car you blow up. But yeah, if you try and blow up a Cybertruck, it's not gonna go over.
No, I didn't mean a Cybertruck. I mean in Germany, those actual dude at a Christmas market blew up some fucking shit. It's either he blew up a car or like something next to a metal. I don't know what happened, but it was like a gigantic piece of metal that flew around everywhere. It was fucking great.
No, the last time I went to Miami, I was driving back to my house in Philadelphia, and there was literally no lie, a GLE 63S, like the SUV Mercedes, just straight up on fire. Like it was just flaming on the highway. It was fucking insane. I don't know how, but the whole car was literally just engulfed in flames.
Some dude called the space engineer wants Elon to step down from his companies.
Fuck those people. Oh my god, Elon brings so much negativity. No. If a very small minority of very noisy, meritless fucks like to spread Nazi symbols everywhere, if you want to be Nazis, that's your problem. That's not anyone else's problem. Okay? And if you want to amplify Nazis by giving them what they want, which is attention, then you are part of that problem. You're actually more pathetic as part of that problem. Just saying it. Like, I mean, look, seriously, if I was someone now who was on the left and had to, like, roll a PR thing, the last fucking thing I would do is use the previous, which didn't work, by the way, bullying tactics to get more domination. Which is exactly what they're doing right now, but realize that they've lost, so that the tactic's not going to work anymore because it requires one specific prerequisite, that is that you're in power. Right? So it's not going to work. So they think, we're going to bully these people out of existence by canceling them. Well, canceling only works when the large majority agrees with the cancellation. But since the large majority definitely disagrees vehemently with whatever assertion of life there is, I think that shit's not going to work. And maybe they should realize it too. That is also why people like Mark Zuckerberg, Sam Altman, those people come out in support of Trump. Because Sam Altman doesn't want to get fucked, doesn't want to get canceled. Why do you think that is? Why do you think Sam Altman, who worked 2 consecutive terms to get him out of office, why do you think he worked so hard on that shit? And why do you think he's backpedaling it now? You have to understand, it's a sign of the times thing. Some people are just basically flags in the wind, a red flag in the wind that just blows in whichever direction the wind happens to go. Like, it's the way it is. So if they are doing this, if the people who legitimately only thrive off of a current economy, if they're doing this, then why has nobody else moved on? Kind of has you wonder, you know? It's kind of has you wonder what's going on. But hey, maybe that's just me. You know, maybe that's just me. Like, I personally could not see myself be one of those people. Like, you know, to be one of those who like try to bully other people out of existence because they just happen to disagree with them politically. Like, I don't understand that part, to be honest. And like, imagine how pathetic you must be to like amplify someone else's fucking like Nazi bullshit just so you can like have an excuse for your own like weird narcissistic, you know, tendencies that somehow have you hate a person for no fucking reason. Like, I don't really understand what that's all about. Like, somebody's probably gonna have to explain that one to me.
Projection!
Like, what has that guy ever done to you? Seriously.
Exactly. You see, Trump announced he intends to reassign the 88,000 IRS agents to Border Patrol duties or demand their resignation.
Have they released the JFK files yet?
No, those files are gonna take a while to come out.
They said there's 5 million.
Jesus Christ.
5 million. There's 5 million files, 14,000 documents, and more of it gets unlocked January. They said the archives are unlocked.
You have to also understand that they need time to block out like 90% of it.
Is he like Dr. Evil or something? Because he loves doing this like sinister laugh.
Redacted. How many years does it take for a file to be like fully released?
They can unclassify at any amount of time after the operation's over. I don't know the exact time.
I think there's like a time limit on the amount of time. It's like after.
What, for declassification or for
like a full declassification. Like
I don't know. That's something you ask Grok.
Dear Grok.
That's not an exact number I know.
Dear Grok.
I know they can declassify anything that they want, but
Ask Grok. Ask Grok. Ask Grok. Ask Grok. Ask Grok. Ask Grok. Ask Grok.
It's insane to see that, though. People have been making memes about how like all of it's going to be redacted. I really hope it won't be, but the problem is, it might be.
Records of permanent historical value are automatically declassified 25 years from their creation dates, unless specific exemptions apply.
So pretty much anything top secret. What you have to look is what's the time limit for declassification for top secret documentation. That would be more what you're looking for, because I'm pretty sure those are top secret.
He said he's gonna eat a steak and then do like a hardcore workout. It's gonna fucking hurt. He's gonna feel pain. Tomorrow he's gonna be all sore. Who eats a giant steak and then has a fucking workout right afterwards? I mean, you're supposed to do
What
it
is this shit?
after the workout.
Yeah, it looks like in practice much of what is classified as top secret might remain classified well beyond the 25-year mark.
Yeah, so what he's declassifying is something that they would have never, ever.
It's funny because it's like I don't even want to record anybody else who's speaking other than Elon. Everybody else is like fucking meaningless. This thing crashed.
access. By the way, out of the name I sent you, did you end up looking into it or not? Don't repeat it, by the way.
I looked it up on X, but I didn't find anything on X.
You have to actually look it up, man. Come on. It's
Do you want me to
interesting.
like?
No, just look it up, bro. Just look.
Like on a search engine?
Google search, motherfucker.
Okay.
Yeah. That's normally what you do when you get some random shit in your DMs, bro.
Look up Adrian Dittman. Investigate this guy. He's filming everything we're doing, and we can't stop him. But I can't stop talking. My name is Adrian.
Fuck.
When I say I'm confused, and I mean it, like, you start to see why. You know what I'm saying? I want to feed the gremlins so bad on that one. I really do. What do you think?
No, I'd say stay out of it.
Can I speak on classifications?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so when I was on in the intelligence community, we mainly use JWICS. JWICS is the top secret database. We communicated everything between, hey, let's go have fun, and after work at the club, to actual serious business. And the default classification for these emails is 25 years, because you cannot send an email on JWICS without classifying it. The minimum classification for any email, and you send in it with, let's say, minimum secret, is 25 years declassification. And whether that means, hey, let's go after work and have a beer, to, hey, we have a serious business we need to actually conduct. That's how bad the government is. And it needs serious reform.
So pretty much any document that they do, no matter how insignificant, is like 25 years.
Minimum default is 25 years declassification.
$25 years? Like, how many years
And
is that?
That means like, hey, let's round up after work and let's go to AJ Bar.
I really don't want to listen to this fucking guy all night long. He goes on and on and on and on.
Serious question though.
When I worked in intelligence,
Like, keep track of all of these documents.
I worked in intelligence, but I never maintained or retained the intelligence, apparently. I'm gonna leave and get dinner.
It is
I just hope it doesn't crash. If it crashes, somebody pick it up. Somebody pick up the wire and record these
If they want to
clouds.
investigate you, they can dig it out and pull out the information.
I don't know, I'm just wondering, what should I get for dinner, though?
All the intelligence that is gathered on specific individuals
Kiss
is labeled
me?
correctly, is it not?
Leaving? Kiss me?
Yeah, absolutely. That's what they did to me. I mean, that's what happened to me. And they went after me because I was a MAGA guy.
But
Should have been MAGA. Should have been Biden.
As far as document, man, it is absolutely ridiculous. They can hide any document under whatever classification, because the problem is with classifications, it's not just you can classify a document as a top secret you have a sub-classification. You have a CI, releasable to FBI, releasable to Five Eyes, releasable to a couple other agencies, and also real to different other entities and stuff like that. So it is the classification. It is ridiculous, and it needs to be readdressed. And the FAO that needs to sit with Donald Trump and the new SecDef need to actually address that. The FAO is like a foreign disclosure officers, basically. That's what FAO is, and they need to revamp that entire process to have actually a little bit more transparency. I don't need the top secret network, to reach out to my coworkers to basically, it was like, hey, what y'all doing after work? Let's go have a beer. No, that we have a NIPR for that, which is the non-classified network to actually communicate with that, but that nobody uses it because the agencies encourage people to not communicate on the non-classified network and only communicate on the top secret, not even secret, because we have 3 different networks. We have NIPR, SIPR, and JWIX. And they encourage people to basically use Jabber. It's a chat database, basically, or chat app on the top secret network to basically communicate with that stuff. All these communications are stored. But it's not releasable because
he speaks with such a weird pause.
The default releasable for those are 25 years.
I think I found him. He's got a YouTube account.
And that's how bad the federal government is. It's like, it's ridiculous. If anybody has questions, I can answer.
I don't know if I have a question about that.
Go ahead.
I said I didn't have I didn't have any questions about that.
It's funny. It's
Oh,
like,
sorry. I thought you said you have a question.
I don't want to record this guy, but I want to get him at least once and get his handles. It's amazing how people.
But either way, Adrian, did you see that they're gonna bring that these guys are gonna test their supersonic travel coming up? No.
Who's testing that?
Boom Arrow.
Oh wow.
I fucking love all these
They
shorts.
achieved Mach 0.95 in their last one, so this time they're pushing the envelope and going supersonic.
It's just like Elon. You're like, when does it ever end? This guy fucking talks
Bring
forever.
back supersonic travel, bro. Paris to New York in like 4 hours. I'm so down with that.
I would like to film as many Elon clips tonight as possible. I feel like it's getting critical.
Yeah, that was they really shouldn't have taken
The
that
more
away.
Elon clips I have,
They
the
would've
better.
let that go for years. Oh man.
Everything else is garbage. So I gotta get these phones ready so I know which ones
Bro,
I can.
imagine New York to LA in like an hour and a half. Like that's next level.
Yeah.
From 5 hours and 50 minutes to an hour and a half, bro, people would be going back and forth all day.
True. Do you think that's the future of like air travel?
I love how Bly's true.
Supersonic.
Sounds
yeah,
like he's like a nice
I
kid,
really
but
do believe in Boom though. Like
what's funny
I've been
is
watching them for like I would say about 14, 15 months.
this is technically
And like
like
they've made some like serious
an
partnerships.
incel
Like they partnered
Groper
with
group, but just
Northrop
slightly
Grumman,
less incel.
United, American Airlines,
It's still very
Emirates.
close.
So like they're planning on like no matter what, like they plan on building these planes for them.
Is this one good to go? Let's see.
I mean, we have the technology for it. It's the hypersonic missile glider vehicles. I don't know if you guys.
This guy sounds to me like an Iranian disinformationist or something.
Actually, China mastered.
You like the Indian guy? He's so gay.
Technology.
Hello.
China and Russia.
Hello.
On
But everybody's
missiles,
gay.
basically.
Well, we're not typing hypersonic. Hypersonic hasn't been achieved with human flight.
Yeah, but the technology is there.
The technology can be there. The technology is there, but you can't. But a human body can't survive the G forces. Like what? That's the whole reason why they haven't done that.
Yeah, well, yeah, the G forces is.
Hold on a minute, everybody. This is Elon.
Argument.
I think what we're trying to say is essentially the same thing. Let's not argue anymore, anybody.
If you put your body through hypersonic speeds at 15
The Delaware
Gs,
judge just gave me my compensation for $45 billion. $45 billion, just $45 billion. I'm really worth $900 billion though, so what's $45 billion? It's nothing. A drop in the bucket.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. So there's something needs to be addressed in that capacity. Fun fact, by the way, women can handle G's better than men for some reason.
Because they have a better threshold for pain. That's why.
So maybe redheads.
Jesus Christ.
This one I think can go live.
It's true.
Is this one going live yet? Oh, I gotta verify. I need a telephone.
Yeah, that was a pretty fun study from the Air Force Academy. We were actually doing a wargaming. What is it? Last year, early last year, and we were doing F-22s and F-35s, female fighters launching out of aircraft carriers and stuff like that, and it was like basically just a wargaming with China and stuff like that. And there was a study from the Air Force that women Air Force pilots, they can handle the G's better than men.
They got a G spot.
And I was like, oh my god, that was like interesting. Yeah, so
got a G spot.
A little bit about that. I'm not gonna disclose what the study was, but yeah, it was pretty interesting.
This is like the guy who shows up to the job interview and you're like,
fourth generation fighters can compete against their fifth generation fighters, and they
we
cannot.
don't want you. We know you're annoying.
Yeah, actually between fifth and sixth generation.
Yeah,
But I mean, I like him. I like this guy.
Research to know what you were trying to do.
Hey Jordy, hey man, I love you, man. I follow you.
Air Force
and
pilots.
oh shit, you follow me too. Yeah. Oh my. Yeah, because I like your work, and I like your Ian as well. Yeah, you guys put a lot of good stuff.
Did anybody get a chance to witness the Parade of Planets tonight, or no?
The alignments. Yeah, I was hearing about that. I just didn't know that was going to be today.
You can go outside and go look. They're there.
Go outside, everybody. Turn X off.
Just make sure it's super, super, super dark. Like, turn off every light you possibly can around.
How long does this last for?
Look, if you look at the video that I posted earlier, your time should be on there where it's most visible, but it should be visible throughout most of the night.
Come on, Elon. Come on, Elon. Open up that mouth. Open up that mouth of yours,
I'm
Elon.
gonna take a look.
Elon is unmiked.
This one guy, he posted a picture. Dude, it was insane. He did it with a telescope. It was nuts.
Awesome.
Let me see if I can.
Most
if I can
excellent.
Get the picture.
Most
Remember
excellent.
replying to it.
Can you please just send me the picture? I don't want to get off my ass to go look outside, please. Hi, everybody. This is Elon Musk. If you could just send me a picture of the solar array with the alignment of the planets.
Like, can you imagine, like, NASA scrambling and trying to basically reach what SpaceX, what they have achieved so far? They would never be able to do that.
Absolutely. Put a doge on it.
This will be there for a couple days. You can see this during. Yeah, this will be there for a couple weeks.
Most excellent. Nice. Nice.
I'm gonna put it in the. I'm gonna add it to the chat. So I'll reply to the
Most
space with it.
most
It was
excellent.
pretty dope.
You know, I don't.
Question to the panel: should be scraped and have SpaceX actually handle everything space operations?
I think my voiceovers might make these
Probably
videos
not,
go.
because the company itself is working primarily on its own thing. So if you want to, like, NASA is more than just rocket launches. It's also about developing specific types of technologies that will be sent into space. So it's more than just the rockets themselves. If you talk about rocket delivery systems, that's why you have SpaceX. They're more competent at when it comes to what is supposed to be placed into space. That is the stuff that they're also working on. Look at the James Webb Space Telescope. I don't think that someone like SpaceX is going to build the James Webb Space Telescope because it requires like insights and manufacturing. Like
They needed a lot of science for
You
that.
have to do something that's actually factory-like and reproducible. So otherwise, it doesn't make any sense. You don't have like a custom lab or anything like that. So that's what you have NASA for. It's extremely expensive to send one of those fucking things up there, not because of the transport costs, but because of the the stuff that you have to have in order to make it, like just the manufacturing costs and the assembly costs put together, and then sending that thing up there is like the side issue. Actually, that's why these things are so fucking expensive. Because from a production perspective, it's a fucking nightmare. That's what NASA's for.
NASA is mainly there for science and research. They're pretty much they're a big ass R&D department with their own launch system that doesn't really work. But like, for example, the James Webb Telescope, like the mirror alone that they use that they point towards the sun or away from the sun to reflect all the heat off of it, just one of those hexagons is like 24 karat, straight up gold plated, and it's like, I think like an inch or two thick. It's nuts. I think just one of those plates costs like $40,000 or $50,000, and there's hundreds of them on there. Like, SpaceX isn't going through that. Like, hell no.
That's my question. It was like, do you think SpaceX can actually reduce all these costs?
That's not a reduction cost, because that's not part of their wheelhouse. Is what Adrian's saying, is that like NASA does R&D, they do research and development. So for example, they do telescopes, they do probes, they do satellites, they do stuff like that, right? And they do science experiments in space. SpaceX doesn't necessarily do that. They only produce like launch vehicles, and they provide the launch system for those things to go into space. For SpaceX to expand into that, they would have to like pretty much start a whole other division. And at that, they'd be like starting NASA from the ground up. That's pretty much the best way to do it. That's why they leave the research and stuff to them, and they focus strictly on launch vehicles. If you're really good at something, be
Like
an absolute
like when I said
perfectionist at it.
it's the problem. Like NASA are fundamentally separate. They're just designed for this. So I think
Exactly.
JPL's not even as good at SpaceX at the moment, because it's like trying to do other things than just like send rockets up there. It's like,
Adrian.
The other two launch systems are not functional. Well, they are. One of them is. Blue Origin's functional now, but
the fuck is
you
this?
saw what happened with Starliner. You saw what happened with Boeing. They trap people in space. So,
oh my god! I already read it. What the fuck?
This has got to be the worst job on the planet.
No, it's not. No. Forensics cleaner. Forensics cleaner is worse than a janitor that cleans up a porn site.
But wouldn't forensic cleaners like go to school for that though? So
A forensics cleaner hands down is a worse job than having to be a janitor that cleans up a porn site. Except it pays more, of course. That's the only. The reason why is, look, you can either clean up the biological remnants of a process, or would you rather clean up dead bodies, brain fragments inside of walls because someone decided to, various other things as well. Like being a forensics cleanup guy it's something. Just talk to a forensics cleanups guy. They don't want to talk about it either. How many of them do you know?
Probably about 3.
But you don't want to do that shit. It's annoying. It's fucked up.
Well, one of my really good friends is a cop, so I mean.
Yeah, but the cop is not the forensics cleaner.
I know the forensic cleaners though. Like that's the thing. Like I know all the guys that work at the morgue, everything. Like the guys that work at the morgue, those guys are dark people, man.
Oh yeah. So that's not the worst one about.
My buddy's a detective and is a homicide detective. The stories he tells is just horrifying.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, homicide detective and emergency nurse. Homicide detective and emergency nurse are like 2 jobs that like if like they were on the list, those are instant scratch offs.
Absolutely, I agree with you, Jordy. Yeah, those 2 jobs like ridiculous.
Like, bro, in Philadelphia, I've heard like I know like a couple nurses that like work around here, and bro, like the trauma that they have to go through, bro. They say they have like gunshot wound victims that come in like the blood is spraying at their face while they're trying to bring them in the ER. Like that is traumatizing, bro. Like I'm sorry, but like I've had soda sprayed in my face, and I'm already pissed off at that. If it's blood, bro, I'm probably vomiting everywhere. I'm not gonna lie.
You never patched up people, have you?
I'm not a fucking surgeon.
You don't need to be a surgeon. I patched up a lot of people in my life. It doesn't bother me. It pisses me off when people scream out of pain and like they go, "Oh, I can't do it." I'm like, "Motherfucker, you got a wound in your shit. Let me clean that shit for you."
Oh, I mean, I've had people clean up my wounds and I've cleaned other people's wounds, but I'm talking like a gunshot wound with like so obviously you're not here, but Chicago, Philadelphia, New York, and like I guess like Detroit are like some of like the worst places for like gun violence ever. Like when I say like these people come in, like the hospital is 2 blocks outside of the hood. So like these people like come in spraying blood, getting shot like 5 minutes ago. Like it's fucking insane, bro. Like some of the stories they tell me are scary, bro. Like something out of like a horror movie. I know those 2 jobs, homicide detective and ER nurse or trauma nurse, I'm good on those 2. Those are 2 jobs I just couldn't do. Just could not.
I'm really spicing up the titles.
Have you seen an IED go off?
Yeah, actually, I have quite a few of those. I used to do a bit of researching because I wanted to understand like the dynamics of war and all aspects of it. Because I just wanted to understand what exactly are people dealing with when they were deployed on the ground. Because I wanted to understand like where are like the worst causes of death and such. And when you look at things like IEDs, people always like talk about these things in the field there and how it's like really, really fucked up. Like for instance, you'd be going outside, you'd be like going to a shop or something. And like, oh hey, it's a little kid here selling some stuff. You want to be kind, so you buy whatever they got, and it's like a distraction. So then when you come back to your little Humvee, it's a fucking IED under it. So like, damn, that's messed up. When people like, it does 2 things. It does either like either you get lucky and you miss it, or you get kind of unlucky, as in you instantly die, or just have fuse blown off and whatever remains is like still alive. You're gone. But that's what usually IEDs are like.
I've been blown up 4 times. I was
Jesus
so
Christ.
freaking lucky.
Oh my God.
Yeah, every time. So I got blown up by 3 IEDs and 1 EFP.
Shit. You missed like all those times? That's crazy.
Yeah, like literally.
Yeah, clearly their aim isn't that good.
How did you like?
Yeah, so the IEDs I got blown up with, it's either hit the Humvee. I swear to God, I have a guardian angel on top of me and my team, because it either hit the Humvee right at the front or right at the back, and the EFP that hit the Humvee I was with the Iraqi counterterrorism unit, and we're conducting a mission. The EFP was so powerful. The Iraqi Humvee we were in, it was me and another Green Beret in the back, and it was the Iraqi company commander in the front seat. Basically, we call it the TC, the communication, and the driver, and we have the gunner. The FP was so powerful that hit the side of the Humvee, the door, the copper plate basically penetrated through the window, the side window of the company commander, hit his helmet, redirected up towards upward, and penetrated through the roof. So we just cut these shrapnels. And that's how we survived that thing, because the Humvee was not heavily armored. It was light armored, and if it was heavily armored, that copper plate would have exploded inside. We got lucky that night.
Damn. What?
Yeah, imagine that. Like, I walked up. Yeah, I walked out of that thing with a shitload of freaking shrapnels. I had no idea I was bleeding out of my knees, my shoulders, my elbows, and everything else. And we're like extracting the Iraqis out of that Humvee, and because the person who took the most damage, it was the Iraqi company commander. His head was like split wide open, and we thought he was dead, but he survived, thank God. But he did not come out of that thing correctly. Let's say, put it that way. He was completely out of it when 6 months later, recovered out of the hospital, and he was just completely insane.
Is he projecting?
That was the situation.
Yeah, urban warfare versus guerrilla warfare versus, anything else like that. That was straight urban warfare, and people don't understand how dangerous urban warfare is. When you're walking down the street of a city that you don't know, you have no idea. Everybody's a fucking everything's a bomb. You have no idea what's going on. It's
And if
crazy.
you look at the actual.
Oh man, it's so ridiculous. I was on a mission. And
Make sure what you're telling us isn't classified.
no, it's not. Yeah, nothing I'm telling you is actually classified. Actually, what I did, it was in. I did an undercover operation.
By the
I
way,
used,
dealing with like classified information or like secret information you're not supposed to give out kind of makes you sound retarded sometimes. Like I see this myself. No, I'm not saying it's specific about you, but I'm just saying it to the audience in general. It makes you sound retarded sometimes because like You need to talk about things, but you need to think first: is this classified? Is this not? Is this secret? Is this not? Can I talk about this? Yes, no. I can only talk about it in this way. So maybe sometimes you want to make a point, but you're like certain details about this point are classified or secret, so I can't talk about it. So yeah, this is like an annoying fact of dealing with secret information.
Good one, Adam.
Yeah, I don't think I'm telling you a secret.
Yeah.
A lot of it is actually on Stars and Stripes. Actually, I was featured on Stars and Stripes military magazine, actually all the way back in 2005. During Hoseiba operations. Yeah, I've done some crazy shit, and I've done some operations in the Sunni-controlled areas where I used undercover, like basically a donkey and propane gas buggy, and was selling propane gas to infiltrate an area just to get like video images of weapon manufacturing and IED manufacturing. And that was a fucking glorious. That was hilarious.
I knew a few people. I knew a few people who used to get deployed frequently. For some reason, they just kept doing it, and that's one thing I never really understood as much for myself personally. Like the guy said, he just got his back, and I told him this thing, like, hey man, is it like that you may leave the war, but the war doesn't leave you type of situation? I was like, yeah, it's kind of that, because what else are you gonna do? I knew this one guy who got blown up like multiple times, got put together more times than you could count. It's like every part of his body is hurting in ways that he doesn't even necessarily understand, but he just keeps taking the medication to stop that from happening. And like, bro just keeps going out there. Yeah, now he works on an oil rig.
By the way, I don't take any medications. I refuse to take any painkillers. Even though with many times I've been blown up and hurt, I deal with pain in many different ways, and it's been helping me out. I've never taken any type of drugs or weed or anything like that. Yes, and there's an addiction to it.
I'll be honest with you. I don't think if you smoke some weed, it's gonna help with you getting blown up by an IED. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Sounds to me like this guy needs to smoke some fucking weed.
I have no idea what it tastes like. So.
Good. Keep it that way.
Good, yeah, keep it that way. Smells like shit.
Yeah, like I literally have no idea what weed tastes like, or maybe smell, because I lived in some places and it was like some
What should I eat?
smell, but I don't know if
should
it was
I eat
weed or
shawarma?
something else. I have no idea. But yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. At some point, I don't know if I've taken it or something, because some bitch, not bitch as a woman. I'm talking about like bitch as an
Entity.
retard. Entity. Yeah, some retard gave me this fucking muffin, and then after I did, he's like, oh yeah, that had marijuana.
I should clip that.
Marijuana or
He'll be
something in
like,
it. I'm
take
like,
that
fuck you.
down.
Yeah, you should probably eat it.
Clip
Eating
that.
weed is not a bad thing, man.
Too late.
Edibles are really good.
Come
Those things
back
are a
to
lot
that
of
one. We're
fun.
gonna blackmail call me out.
It's just not good when like they don't tell you how
Mother
much
got
is in it.
drugged with Huntington's splits. That's fucking wild.
even when I was blowing up, I was my medic
Jets.
gave me Ultram 3, It's a
I'm not gonna lie to you. That's what they do. That's what they do. Just so you know, Adrian. A lot of people do that in America, and they think it's funny. It's really not.
I actually punched that guy in the face after that.
I'm telling you, people do that shit here all the time. They will literally give you edibles.
Otto got drugged
and
physically assaulted
You're
someone.
like, dude, I have work. And they're like, that sucks.
I punched the dude in the face and then I left.
Where you
He
took
fell
the
on the
balls on the way
ground.
home.
He fell on the ground.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you.
Did you
I
trip
wasn't
balls on the way home?
I don't think I was tripping, but I didn't feel so good after eating that.
Yeah, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I had an edible. Was it 2 weeks ago? I think it was like 2 weeks ago. I remember like getting in the car. I remember driving home, and I remember getting home. All I remember is getting in bed, and that was it. I woke up like 15 hours later, just completely, I had no idea how I got home. It was crazy. I literally called my buddy who I got the edible from, and I asked him like what was in it, and he was like, "Oh, dude, it only had like 50 milligrams of THC in it." And I was like, "Oh, that didn't sound too bad." And like I go back and look, and like the average amount is 10, and I'm like, "Yeah, no wonder I was fucking dead." But I won't do that ever again. Like that was a little too intense.
Yeah.
Don't do that again, Jordy.
We got him.
I fucking hate drugs like that.
Well, I don't do edibles like that. Like it's like I'm not just gonna sit back and just say, hey, you know what? Today I'm just gonna eat a brownie. Like, nah.
Look, if I'm gonna take a drug, by the way, drugs like completely change the fucking chemistry of your brain, like, and they kind of fuck it up in a way. If I'm gonna have to take a drug, I would rather like take something that fucks up my brain into like a more productive person, so I can do more shit.
That's what we
Oh
do.
yeah? I got just the drug for you.
I don't want to fucking laser around.
I got
Like,
just the
yeah,
drug. I got
on
just the
fucking
drug
weed.
for you, buddy.
I'm not gonna take cocaine or meth.
No, it's not either of those. Lucky for you.
NZT.
Right.
So you're in?
I don't know what it is.
Well, that's not what I asked. I said, are you in or you out?
It depends on what it is.
Well, you don't have to do any injections, and you don't have to smoke
Is
anything.
it like caffeine or some shit? I don't know.
Well, yeah, it's something like caffeine.
You know, never mind.
Just really, really powerful.
Oh my god.
What is it, Jordy?
By the way, caffeine doesn't work on me.
Well, lucky for you, it's not caffeine.
DMT.
Right.
It's what we call limitless.
Oh, fuck off.
What is that?
Adderall.
No way. Call it limitless. That's
the funniest part is he guesses everything but that. He said it's caffeine. No.
It's called limitless. You
Don't
call it
do that.
Adderall. No, don't take Adderall.
I agree with Aqueous. Do not take Adderall. Yeah,
See,
that's
the thing is, I would love to take Adderall if it worked.
How does it not work?
Well, the problem with Adderall is, my understanding is Adderall is legal, right? It's like
It's over the counter.
ADHD.
Yeah, it's over the counter. It's over the counter.
Yeah, so-
But did you
so-
try restarting your router?
Router.
Well, yeah, you said it wasn't working. Just unplug it for 30 seconds.
Oh, fuck off. No, but here's how Adderall doesn't work. So Adderall works well in like a short while, like a short amount of time. And then over time you need more and more and more and more Adderall, and then it fucking completely fries your brain, and you're completely dependent on Adderall. It's like good for like maybe like 1 or 2 weeks, and then you're fucked.
That's a clip.
Well, I mean, I guess, but you could say that about any
something that works 24/7. Like, I want to be a fucking machine. Work, 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 work. Then off to the fucking gym.
Well, I mean, you could just take more, and then you can become more limitless. You see how that works?
Yeah, you're gonna overdose on fucking Adderall at that point.
Yeah, that might happen.
But by the way, I woke up this morning. I think it was like 4 o'clock in the morning. I posted something, and Adrian responded. It's like 3 hours a day, and that's it.
Something like that, yes.
He's up late.
Yeah, Adderall's not over the counter. You actually have to get a prescription for that. So I don't know where that information is coming from.
Like literally.
Well, I meant over the counter, as in you literally have to go get a prescription for it. We're talking about narcotics here. We're not talking like, oh yeah, just go get some Tylenol. It's America. Get drugs anywhere. Just go to New York.
Jesus Christ.
What do you want me to tell you? It's true.
Why do you think I hate New York?
I'm telling you, that, bro. Like, what do you mean? The ages of Jesus Christ, like, it's not really that bad. It's really that bad.
It is really that bad. Sucks ass.
And by the way, if you guys need some legal drugs, my Afghan pharmacist in
What the hell?
Your Afghan pharmacist from Afghanistan is going to send me some poppy seeds?
Wait, what the fuck are you taking?
Woodbridge, Virginia. I can hook you up. My buddy is pretty fucking dope. Yeah, he's a pretty. Is a
Hey. Yes,
Farm-
bro.
Crashed. $624 listeners.
Alright, to be more accurate, it's a low dose naltrexone. So it's 4.5 grams.
Adrian said liver damage. Nice.
There's a whole bunch more there. Holy shit. Dark colored urine. Wow. Your skin or the whites of your eyes turn yellowish. God damn, dog. Loss of appetite, itching, fever, weakness, unusual tiredness, stomach or belly pain, nausea or vomiting. What else? Damn, the list goes on. Racing heart, fever, general ill, feeling, swollen lymph nodes, swelling of the face, lips, mouth, tongue, throat, trouble swallowing or throat itchiness, itchy
So pretty much
skin,
you
rash, or
died.
feeling. Oh my god.
Bro, why would you take this?
Oh, joint damage. Incredible. What else is there? Stomach cramps, muscle joint cramps, pains, headache, dizziness, nervousness, anxiety. Oh my god. Tiredness, trouble sleeping.
What?
I take a very low dose of it, only
What the fuck
4.5.
could possibly be the benefits of this thing?
Just
Dark
look
colored
at-
poop.
look-
Wow. Didn't know that one.
Look at it. Look at it.
Damn, this is incredible. Now you show me the benefits and then I'll look back on it, but damn, dark colored poop, incredible. That's like getting to 8. I'm not gonna say it.
That long list of cons is just the reason why I can't take fucking drugs, bro.
Brett, did you send me the benefits?
I'll send you a link.
Send me the screenshot.
I don't open the link. It may be hacked or something. That's how you get your computer hacked.
True.
Yeah, I'm not gonna send him.
Session cookie shit. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's one time I was like I was in Ukraine and somebody was like sending me, it was like, I got some information, and it was like I was looking at it, it was like no, I'm not gonna click on that.
Adrian. Yeah, alright, I'm gonna send to him.
I can't stop laughing.
I actually have a very good question to Adrian and Oda. How did you guys build this community and grew this big in such a quick time?
Because he's related to Elon Musk. Because he is Elon Musk, you fucking intelligence analyst idiot!
So the way it works is I recognize people's potential, I recognize where memes go and where they come from, and force people to speak out for themselves.
That's a good clip.
I'm a free speech maxi in a different direction. Like, if you feel like you're socially awkward and you don't want to do it, I'm gonna make you do it anyways.
It's true. We just keep showing up. It keeps working.
Oh, and that plus showing up every single day, hosting spaces 8 hours a day for practically almost a year straight, constantly networking, getting into certain places which are very difficult, endlessly researching things, and being able to see interesting patterns that then help to produce some very influential takes whenever it was possible for you to get on a stage which was relatively big. Like, that's why I get pissed off by people who come up and waste my fucking time, because you have no idea how hard I worked to get to where I am. With what has been done came great personal cost. So
Yeah, Adrian, the reason I asked that, maybe it's a lesson for the audience that's who's listening, and maybe you want to learn on how to actually get involved, to how to actually be active in the social media and all that stuff. Hey, and thank you very much, by the way, and thank you, Oda, and thank you, Jordy, and Utsov, and Ian is not here tonight. I love that guy.
have you ever heard of Frankenstein's grease gun?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of Frankenstein? My dude, have you ever heard of Frankenstein's grease gun?
Is that who it is?
No, like Frankenstein's grease gun. It's like a grease gun, but like you put a fucking oil filter as a suppressor on it.
That's hilarious.
It's actually not half bad, to be honest.
Adrian, did you get what I sent you?
Yes, I read through it. I can't understand that way you're taking it, but why do you have any of those problems in the first place?
Huh?
Like, what is it supposed to solve?
I have. Okay, so firstly, hold on, wait.
Oh wow. What the fuck is this? Yeah, I know the leaky up stuff. Yep.
Yeah, look at what I just said.
Right. Okay. Understandable. It's better. It's good to know.
And by the way, if anybody coming to DC anytime soon or anything like that, flying in, hit me up. I'll pick you up and I'll drop you off to whatever location you need to go to.
This is one really
Yes,
fucking
I
stupid
know.
guy.
Nice.
Really
You'll
depressed.
you'll
Let me
me
pick
in
you
DC,
up.
You'll drop me off in Kalamazoo.
Hey, Jordy, I will
We don't
drive you.
do that, yeah.
I don't
That's
really.
good.
I don't drive anywhere over 200 miles.
Yeah, you
It's more
fly
than 200
instead.
miles, but yeah, I always fly instead.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hey, if you come into Washington D.C. for whatever reason, I live just south of D.C. and
I think this guy was in too many IEDs.
airport, drop you off.
Alibadi.
And
His YouTube is
it's a free
AW
service.
Salibade 2834.
You're out of luck. I discovered a new niche with schizo edits. Oh yeah.
And I just want to let everybody know, do not get into don't get into a car with anybody you don't know. Just don't do that.
Yes, and I would advise never to advertise things like these on Space. We don't do that here. We're not advertising anything, as a matter of fact. That's not happening at all. General no shilling policy is in effect here.
I have a friend.
Like if anything, our services. This happens on. What happened?
I had a friend who just literally took a hitchhike one day, like around an entire country, and we're like, "Don't fucking do this. You don't know what type of people are gonna pick you up." And then he just went around, and he's like, "Hey, it was completely fine. Nothing happened to him."
Great story, Ada. Tell us again in 5 minutes. Oh, what a rib tickler. Ada, tell us again. Great story. You know a friend who went hitchhiking and nothing happened to him? Oh my gosh.
And then, of course, putting them into the barrels is
Yeah,
you need to remind you of the 1970s, my friend. Did that pass too quickly or
Yeah,
not quick enough?
Yeah, but we're talking about dudes here. We're talking about dudes here.
Oh yeah, for dudes maybe it's a little different, but it depends on what kind of dude you are. Yeah.
Yeah, based on the dudes that are in America, you might not be so lucky either way.
If your soy content is a certain level, you probably don't want to do it.
Adrian, have you seen the r/Deloitte subreddit?
What did you send me this time? What the fuck is this? Can I read this out loud?
You're scrambling.
Go ahead.
So from r/Deloitte, stop cucking yourselves. You have years of experience and a fucking CPA license. Why on earth are you working unpaid overtime to make some fat douchebag rich? Have some dignity, you pathetic worms. Lol. From r/Deloitte. Stop.
r/Deloitte.
Wow. Reddit is wilding, man. Oh, by the way, I took a little detour into the internet today, and I found some really interesting stuff. Like, look at this piece of shit. I don't know.
What the fuck?
You know, it's interesting. Somebody had to legitimately draw this. You know, that's the thing that I think is very. That's the thing I think is very fascinating.
I've gotten some really good clips tonight.
What the fuck? I really want to say that one out loud, but I can't. And you can't either, even though you should.
Don't say it out loud.
You should share it.
I'm not gonna share it.
I mean, that would be hilarious if you guys share it.
No.
I think we're good. I think we're good.
r/Deloitte. Stop fucking yourselves. That is absolutely incredible. No.
Guys, do not send me pictures of your drugs, dude. Stop, please. Yeah, no boobs either. Not nice.
What are you trying to do?
Yeah, bro, I'm not gay, dude. What the fuck? What the hell would you say that for?
Yeah, don't send anyone any boob pics here or anywhere
Yeah,
else. We don't do that.
No drugs, please.
Eggplants now.
Yeah. On the other hand, you can reply to the space with eggplants and emojis for Adrian.
No.
Come on, man. One eggplant a day keeps. Never mind. That sounded too ditty.
Oda's very anti-eggplants.
You can send money to my cardboard box for that. That's what you can do.
No, he does not like eggplants.
Yeah, I don't like eggplants.
I'm gonna get you to eat an eggplant next.
I'm gonna send you to the. What am I gonna send you?
I should get a fucking Grammy for this shit.
Yeah, but no,
You should nominate me for a Golden Globe.
What if eggplant?
Shadow Realm. I'm gonna send you to the Shadow Realm if you make me eat an eggplant.
Eggplants aren't even bad, bro. Those are like the least worst vegetable out of all of them.
Nah, I ain't gonna eat one.
Did the emoji give you PTSD? You almost lost it.
Did emoji give you PTSD? What the fuck?
Yeah, like this guy said, look, try it before you die is always drugs and homosexuality, never quantum physics.
What?
Wow, okay. That's new.
Who the fuck said that? It's an A+ tweet.
I mean, you need to try an eggplant at least once in your life.
I'm not gonna do that.
not?
Why the fuck would I do that?
So you know what it tastes like, so you can be even more pissed off at it, this time legitimately?
No, I'm not gonna do that. I've told you this before. Every time someone's told me, you should try this out, you might like it. I have never liked it.
No. I'm not telling you that you're gonna like it. Far from it. I just want to know. I just want to have you eat it. That's it. I'm.
As long as your vegetables are seasoned the right way, you're fine.
No. Eggplants are in general. Those things taste like nothing.
Have you tasted your own cum before?
I knew this day would come.
Excuse me?
Mother always said to try new things.
Oh my god, motherfucker. No, I have not. I understand the point. These are the things like, dude, I'm talking specifically about things such as food. Okay? An eggplant is food.
I think we got that clip. That shit's hilarious.
Okay?
Some women, they might think that's food too, but... What the oh.
This is what a decade of America does to a person. Holy shit. Actually, no, this is what 4 years under Biden does to someone. That one's more accurate, yeah. Oh my god. What is this shit? What the fuck? I've seen too many memes on my timeline. Alright, time to check out if the group chats have said anything autistic. Let's see. I'm part of one that's called the Retards Corner. Yes, that is something. I sent a meme in there where it says amoeba. You know amoebas, right? So the amoeba asks, "Dad, how was I made?" And the amoeba dad says, "Well, son, when a man loves himself very much."
Wow.
Because that's how they made, So there may be that actually here's one. I'm gonna put one in there where how was this? Mental. Do you guys know the meme with what's that guy's name? Oh, fuck, I forgot this guy's name. The one who played the Blade Runner in 2049. I keep forgetting his name.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. I can never remember his name.
Good work here today, folks. We did good work. We got great clips. But I'm going to pick up my pizza, and then I'll be back.
Ryan Gosling as well, yeah. So Ryan Gosling meme where somebody says, "Self-love is gay. Always hate yourself as much as you can."
Did you see that person that made that retarded post today where they were like, JD Vance wants Americans to have more kids, and then it's
Oh yeah, I did see that shit.
the person's like, yeah, it's like, they're like, oh, the Nazis also wanted people to have more kids. Did you know the Nazis also breathed oxygen and breathed air and also drank water? Did you know that?
Yeah, fantastic. This is probably the dumbest post I've ever seen, yeah. The Nazis wanted more babies too. Like, what do you mean?
Let's just stop doing anything the Nazis did. The Nazis drank water? Nah. The Nazis breathed oxygen? Nah.
Yeah, we can't breathe oxygen, we need to breathe weed smoke. It's the only solution. You could say it's the final solution. Yeah, that's the only way. That's the only way to do it, man. We have to breathe weed smoke exclusively. That's how we're gonna survive. We're gonna survive by not surviving. That's the point.
What an absolutely retarded take.
I disagree. It's not retarded. It is intelligently. It's How do I explain this? It's academic. It's academic. You know why? Just look at Harvard. Look at Harvard and what they've come up with recently. You know, I cannot name a single piece of actually productive science that has come out of Harvard within the last couple weeks, or even months. Hell, fucking even years. Can't tell for even years, dude. Shit. Incredible. Wow. What else do we have here? No, we do not shill fucking Solana coins in the reply generated by fucking ChatGPT. Fuck that. This is literally the worst one, by the way. It's the worst one I've seen. And the bro has like XRP in his name. Come on.
Gross.
The dude literally has XRP in his name, and to make it worse, fucking puts a reply down there with some Solana contract in it. Solana's a piece of dog shit blockchain, by the way. And it's like generated in ChatGPT or some shit. Okay. You know, it's funny. For years I've stated that Solana is a piece of shit. And nobody listens. And, oh no, it's actually good, I'm like, it's not. It's a clunky piece of shit that keeps going down.
Solana
I don't
hasn't
remember
gone
a
down.
Bitcoin outage. Yes, it has.
Hasn't gone down.
Many times.
Solana hasn't gone down in over 2 years. That's false.
And it's gone down multiple times. And if it doesn't go down now, because it stops functioning for multiple days, if it doesn't stop functioning for multiple days, it does stop functioning for multiple hours because people are doing a shit ton of transfers, so it gets clogged up. And then, when you finally do get your transfer through, guess what happens to you? You have already been fucked on every single trade that you've attempted to make, so you have to sit there spamming the fucking thing for hours and hours on end. Yes, that is, in fact, a piece of garbage blockchain. It is useless, and I hope it dies.
With Bitcoin and Ethereum, your transaction is guaranteed to go through if provided you pay enough money when demand is high. With Solana, there's fuck all you can do. If you have $1 million in crypto and you need to get out because some bad shit is happening, you just need to pay more money in fees.
False.
And then you're out.
So if it misses the block, you don't pay enough gas, and sometimes the gas, and sometimes the GUI will go up. I don't know why you're arguing. You can't argue this one with me. This is not one. This is what I do for a living. So this is what I do for a living. So now, Ethereum, ETH, BTC, Solana, no matter what, any chain can go down, no matter what. Any transaction can fail, no matter what. If BTC decides to go up $1,000 and you don't pay the gas on that block, it will fail the transaction.
That's fine. That's completely fine. But the problem with Solana is...
When's the last time Solana went down?
Well, literally when Trump came out.
No, a year ago. Phantom Wallet went down, not Solana.
No, Phantom Wallet did not go down.
Yes, Phantom went down, not Solana.
Solana itself went down.
No, it did not. That's false.
Yes, it did. I know people...
Put money on it. How much money you want to put on it? Put $100,000 on it right now.
I know.
Put $100,000 on it. Put $100,000 on it.
I'm not gonna put money on that.
Okay, well then go look it up and then come back, because that is false.
I know people that were
I was in Trump and Melania, and it did not go down. Phantom Wallet went down.
Yeah, because you had your own fucking validator there.
No. Nice try. So I was actually at my friend Kevin's house when this happened, and Trump and Melania both dropped. Phantom Wallet went down. Solana did not go out at all. At all.
Solana, at the very least, was very clogged up. And
It was
transactions
not.
weren't going through.
It wasn't, man. That's not how that worked, man. So when you're pulling out of a liquidity pool and you don't have enough pools set up, and people keep trying to buy the token and there's not enough liquid there to purchase going through, it stops the transactions. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what you do. The only way to do that is to set up multiple pools, which is what they did, which is why they held 80% of the coins. So they can set up a Meteora pool, so they can set up multiple Radium pools, which is why you see, if you go look at the bubble maps, you see a bunch of 1%, 2%, 1%, 2% all over the place tied to an 80% wallet. Those are all liquidity pools. That's what happened. Trust me when I tell you, that is false. Solana, the last time it went down was February 24th, 2024, during their fork. And it was down for 11 hours at that. And that was noted. When Melania and Trump came out, that was only Phantom Wallet that went down, and Phantom was the one that attested to it. Because they were getting 8 million clicks a second. This is what I do for a living.
So it says during the event related to Donald Trump's meme coin launch on Solana, both network congestion and issues with the Phantom Wallet were reported.
It's only Phantom that went down. Solana did not go down. The last time Solana went down was February 24th. Congestion is not going down. BTC has congestion every day. ETH has congestion every day.
It's not an issue though with ETH and Bitcoin, because you can literally just pay way more money and it will go through.
That's not true. ETH has validators now because it's based on EVM and not proof of work, which is the exact same way that Solana set up. It can congest the same way. The only place that can't happen to is BTC. That is it. BTC, Raven, Doge, mineable coins. You want me to? I can bring in DC professionals for this that are going to tell you the exact same thing. This is literally what I do every single day. I literally build miners to put in warehouses for myself every day. I do this consistently.
That's pretty cool.
Solana doesn't go down like that. Solana's not bad. Solana's actually extremely fast and efficient. The bad thing about Solana is shitty meme coins. That's the bad thing about Solana. If Solana,
we talk about uptime though, look at Litecoin. Litecoin has like 100% uptime in the last like 12 and a half years. I think.
Yeah, and they're proof of work too, and they're not. Yeah, Litecoin's also.
Yeah, 100%.
Like they follow me too. Like they're really cool people too.
Yeah, they followed me too. Yeah.
Like I was talking to them the other day, and I sent them a funny ass meme.
Wait, when did Litecoin go down last time?
Litecoin hasn't gone down in almost 12 years.
Down in 12.5 years.
So it's Bitcoin's
only gone. I think
Bitcoin only went down twice. Once in 2010 and once in 2013. Since then, not anymore. So like.
Yeah, and those are both. And those are both on hard
literally 99.99%.
Those are both on hard forks.
Excellent. Yeah, they're both great.
Yeah, and BTC won't have another hard fork for probably another year. I'm pretty sure. And when that happens, more than likely it'll go down.
How long does it go down?
Maximum 2 hours.
Right.
Solana was 11 because they are just idiots when they try to do EVMs. People don't understand proof of stake versus proof of work. Proof of work is much more efficient when it comes down to transactions, which is why Ethereum, everybody has the perception that it's better when it's not. Ethereum is proof of stake based on validators.
What the hell happened to that ultra sound money bullshit that Ethereum was doing?
I mean, the Ethereum Foundation in general is in shambles, bro. Didn't you see like what you would call it? Vitalik, he started selling his coins, and then like people started saying that he was a soy boy because like all the other like CEOs like came to hang out with Trump and like everything, and they started calling Vitalik, Vitalik, they started calling him a soy boy and gay, and so he went back to the hearing.
Vitalik is
He's the
he has
founder
some
of
issues. He has some issues.
He says that some girl, I think, he's with some girl that, like, I don't know, I think she's, like, bleeding him dry or something, I don't know. He changed, he switched up, that's all I know. Like, supposedly, like, he went to China and, like, helped them build out their stable coin, and then, like, he came back and, like, didn't want to work on, like, Ethereum at all, and I don't know, the whole place has been in shambles.
Vitalik has some issues. He's like telling fucking Lex Friedman to not do podcasts with some people because some people don't deserve a voice, and then like I don't know. He's been acting weird for a while.
So I'm saying people were calling him soy. They were calling him gay because like he wouldn't come and like hang out with Trump and stuff. Like people were saying that you have no control over your companies. Like it was crazy. But he came like a couple weeks ago. He came back after Ross got released, and like a week before Ross got released.
Adrian, I haven't confirmed this, but it might. I haven't confirmed this, but it would be very big if it's true.
What's the fucking source? This is a shit thing. You have like these accounts, all they do is repost fucking news, but none of them ever mention the source.
Yeah, we should.
Send it to me. Yeah, to me, I can validate it if you guys want.
Should be an actual fucking copyright violation for that shit, not gonna lie. Because it mentioning, like, for instance, even with, hang on. Hey, I can find the thing for it, so I'm really good at that.
Yeah, the reason I'm saying that is because I know a lot of media propaganda from different adversaries that I worked with or against.
Adrian.
Yeah, that was the thing. Yeah, I looked at it also. That was the, no, they didn't revoke a security clearance, they revoked a security detail. That's the difference.
Security detail,
yeah.
Okay. I see.
Security detail is the thing that's, you know, it's like bodyguards.
Yeah, like Secret Service. Yeah, Secret Service stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
But that happened a couple days ago. He like got a little bit of flack for that because somebody was saying, "Hey, why would you remove the security detail?" It's like, well, it's been time now. I was looking at else now.
Who are you guys talking about?
Bolton and the rest of the cons.
They revoked their security clearances as well.
This is fucking dog shit.
They lost a bunch of shit.
Yeah. What about Mike Pompeo? What about Mike Pompeo? Did he lose his clearance too? Or?
Yep, he lost it all.
Why did he lose it all?
Because he wasn't, to the best of my knowledge, sufficiently loyal to the president, and they didn't see the need to give him all that security, considering the fact that threat assessment is not as...
Oh, that's security detail. I'm talking about security clearance.
No, I'm referencing the security detail. They didn't see that he's in some kind of imminent danger that warrants it.
So as far as the security clearance, here's how security clearances works. If you're not actively participating with the government, whether you're a government employee or a government contractor, the government cannot hold your security clearance. And the fact that all these people that was retired, like Mike Pompeo and the other 52 intelligence agents, whatever, blah, 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 maintained their security clearances without them actually actively being in the government is actually a violation of OPM. And I have no idea why those people kept their security clearances to begin with, because if I was a regular John and Joe, just left the government, if I'm not in the transition in between two different jobs, I have maximum 2 years to maintain my top secret security clearance to transition between job A to job B. And beyond that, the government will drop the security clearance and it will be.
By the way, what did these people do? Like,
I mean, the security clearance also depends on if you're a civilian or you actually work at the government. If you're a civilian contractor, your top secret clearance, it just depends on what you're doing. But a lot of these guys, they were doing some like Fauci, like some of these guys had security clearance and like they were retired or they were just chilling. And I'm pretty sure with a lot of the stuff that they're trying to release, like they just want to make sure that like it's actually like stuff's gonna come out clean. My biggest fear is that they still have their security clearance and somehow, some way, page 95 goes missing.
Hey Georgie, just so you know.
No, here's my question. Like, what do these people do? Like if let's say you worked in the government, for like a 2016 to 2020, or 2017 to 2021, right, between like Trump's administration, from the beginning to the end of the Trump administration. Like once you leave, what exactly are you doing? Like you're gonna have.
It depends where you work. Are you working in the White House? Are you working in the Pentagon? Are you working at the Department of Defense? What are you doing?
Okay.
You have to be very specific.
Someone more high up.
Like if I work at the White House.
So I can explain this a little bit more in depth.
Like I've been wondering, like what exactly does Mike Pompeo do at this point, right? Because he used to be CIA director, but I'm not trying to just make it like specific to Mike Pompeo, but I do wonder like what he does, because he was like the CIA director, and then he was like I think Secretary of State, and then I checked his Wikipedia page and I couldn't really find anything he did after that. I'm like, this guy probably still has a job.
I mean,
it's not like he doesn't work for like 4 years.
He was in the consulting business. He was doing a lot of public policy think tank work.
Right.
And he was a prolific speechwriter. Not speechwriter. He was delivering speeches, a lot of paid speeches.
Right.
And doing political activism.
But he did maintain a security clearance through that entire time. That I think is public knowledge. I think everybody knew he maintained his security clearance. I think everybody.
Okay, so what about someone that's lower? Like let's say the speaker.
I mean, the Speaker of the House?
No. The woman that does like the press releases for the president.
Oh, I mean, she doesn't have top secret clearance, but like when you leave the White House,
what do they do after that?
You should be stripped of all your credentials, is what should happen, but clearly that wasn't happening.
Nah, that's not what I'm asking. I'm like, what do you do as a job? Do you just go work at fucking McDonald's, or do you?
Oh, a lot of those people they work at most of them end up going back to their home states and like working either in the government, the state, like for the House. Sometimes they work on Capitol Hill. They might end up working at like one of the Department of Labor. They might work somewhere else. That's usually what happens. They kind of stay in the sector, or they end up in the private sector as a consultant. Usually, a lot of those people from the White House usually end up at like Lockheed Martin, Boeing, those type of places.
Many of them, I would actually go on the paid gig circuit speeches. They're contributors to Fox, Newsmax. They're basically putting themselves into think tanks so that they can be ready for the next administration and go back into the system. It's a revolving door.
Right.
Yeah, mainly the men are the ones that you see go into the private sector, defense, stuff like that. Some work in the Pentagon. You never know. It depends on what their specialty is. It depends. Like a lot of those guys, you never know. Some of those guys are like cybersecurity analysts, and they end up being like, a low tier to get into the White House just to get something on their resume. I've seen a lot of that.
Why did the White House get rid of the page about Rust?
About Rust or Russ?
Rust, the programming language.
Oh, I don't know. I think when they came in, they cleaned house, bro. Websites started going down. Pages started getting deleted. Like, they cleaned house when they came in, bro. Like, if you go look at some of those websites, like, they don't even exist anymore.
Yeah, because the U.S. government was working on a project to replace, like, all of its old code with, like, Rust code. Because Rust is significantly more memory safe. So it enhances the security of government projects.
They got lobbied to oblivion, and that's the problem with Congress is every time aggrieved Congress members, especially on the Arms and Service Committee and the House Intelligence Committee, I briefed a lot of these members and staffers on actual issues, and they get very dismissive because they're lobbyists and whomever control them with the money on the back end. It is extremely ridiculous. Congress is paid and bought for by foreign entities. And it is very, very frustrating. So, yeah, I land here.
That's a funny message. We'll have to check or get better. Lol. I'm actually putting together a little something here. Post soon. It's a little longer piece of text. A little something.
Right. What are you posting?
History, dude.
Let me see.
Actually, I'm still writing it.
Okay.
Because there's something that somebody wants. So history in the British were very well known for writing up some really cool shit. Like in their memoirs and everything. A lot of the English literature is actually which carries a lot of what we look at today as being the greatest, it's difficult to describe. Anyways, I did some writing, and the that thing everybody says, may you live in interesting times. It's not Chinese. Everybody says Chinese, it's not Chinese.
English literature sucks ass. I hate English literature.
Why do you hate English literature? I fucking love it.
English literature sucks ass.
Maybe you read the wrong thing. What specifically have you read that is that what you term as English literature? Anything from the early 2000s is not English literature.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the bullshit that they make you read in universities and schools and shit.
Oh yeah, no, but no, specifically, what exactly is English literature to you? That's fucked.
Just all the stories that they've made me read. I think probably the only person I've liked was George Orwell. Everything else was complete ass.
George Orwell, yeah.
Yeah. There's one like from this woman. I think from the 1800s or something, or 1700s. I don't know. Who writes like really shit books,